I'm sorry. There's actually a mistake in a Taylor Swift music video. I have found it. Hello everyone, my name is Josh and this is Video Editor Reacts, and I am back again. It's been a while, it's been about a year, and I appreciate everybody that has supported the channel and allowed me to go this far with it. And thank you guys for being patient with me and watching my content while I was gone. I logged back in and I was like, whoa, people are still watching my stuff. So thank you very much. And I'm excited to be back. A lot has happened in my life. Finally in a place where I can sit down and record and get this thing started back up. I'm starting off strong with Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift. This is off of, I believe, her new album, or new 8 months ago, but I haven't heard any of it, so it's new to me. So I'm excited to really get back into Taylor Swift and see what kind of crazy magic she does with more of her music videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. Ooh, oh. Everyone, I'm so dumb. The Fate of Ophelia. This is going back to freaking Shakespeare stuff. Okay. Oh, the Fate of Ophelia is bad. I'm pretty sure this is where she drowns, right? Like this is a famous painting, I think. Okay. I'm picking it up. She's moving though. Hold on one second. We're going back. So obviously, if we're talking about the Fate of Ophelia, this is going to be something Shakespearean. Therefore, is going to be in a play format. We see this obviously with the set. It's absolutely beautiful. I also noticed the Fate of is a little bit on the stairs and then Ophelia down at the bottom. There's something about this that is screaming like this is maybe a reset for her by some means. By everything is closed down, everything is quiet except for the guy vacuuming, which is cleaning. Crazy. Oh my gosh. What?
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you never call,
holy crap.
I might have drowned in the melancholy.
Okay. First of all, love the song. It's actually super catchy. So sorry for my voice, actually. I've lost it recently. Drowning in melancholy, this kind of sounds like she was heading in a wrong direction, and she's wearing red, and she's with Travis Kelce. So I'm starting to think this might be a song about him. Maybe that might be kind of cool. Maybe the Fate of Ophelia is different in this story. This is possibly a green screen or something like that. And then they zoomed into it and matched that frame with the first frame of what is going to be what's continuing on and into the bunch of the set pieces and all that moving. With the camera angle going sideways, as you can see kind of here, you see how there's like a reflection. We're going in at that angle. If this was actually that set piece that we see a little bit later on, we would see the people holding the pieces. We would see more dimensions to this, right? And that's kind of cool that they're kind of doing this as a one shot too. So production wise, when it comes to like plays and stuff like that, there's not going to be a lot of cuts, obviously. So what's cool about this is that it's actually representing this almost live way of telling a story. She does a good job with pausing and showing another very creative thing here, which, by the way, yes, I see the cat. That's freaking awesome. But the bird, let me take a step back. The bird, is the bird real?
As legend has it, you.
Is it crazy for me to say that I think the most impressive part so far has been the bird? How did they get a bird to fly perfectly right there, stay still, and then fly away when everything else moved? That has to be fake, right? That has to be fake. I think that bird's real, everyone. I seriously think they got the most trained bird to fly in right when the painting was. And they did this in one shot too? What's going on? Either shout out to the CG artist or shout out to the bird trainer. It's part of the crew, everyone. And one last thing before I continue on, that transition was beautiful. We see kind of a little bit of a hard edge right here. So I think this is, again, another green screen. In fact, look at this, everyone. Ooh. I'm sorry I'm nitpicking here. This has been an amazing music video so far. There's actually a mistake in a Taylor Swift music video. I have found it. The little red markers are usually meant to kind of calculate the distance from, where the green screen is compared to where the door is. I can really, really get into the details. It's to make the camera angles match as much as possible. Long story short, not a big deal, but it is there.
And if you'd never call for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all.
Oh, I like this. I absolutely love this vibe that's going on. This is freaking awesome. A lot of choreography here, which is actually very, very good. Who choreographed this? This is great. Hold on, let me look that up. It says Mandy Moore. Is that the same Mandy Moore that voiced Rapunzel? Does she do choreography? I don't know. I could go into a rabbit hole with that one. The editing, again, is actually, I want to say, fairly simple in the grand scheme of things. A lot of this, and it's kind of relative to the actual story going on here. It's a lot of set pieces, a lot of play type, a lot of showgirl kind of stuff. So with that kind of stuff, it's not usually in a video format. It's usually on stage. And on a stage, you can't really edit a lot, So she's able to keep that eye contact while doing all of those things, remembering the lyrics, remembering the dance, remembering to look at the camera, remembering the movement of the camera. It's just, it's crazy. So all in one take. This isn't sliced up stuff. This is one take. All right. And another piece of editing here, which is kind of cool, is this kaleidoscope thing. Definitely really cool because there's a lot of work that has to be done with this kind of not transition, but this effect. It's really essentially slicing up this exact framing, duplicating it 6 times onto the sides, and then giving that RGB kind of split right there a little bit on the edges and blurring it. So that's essentially what you would do to create this effect. And then there's while it's moving, there's a little bit of light flares and stuff like that to really give it more realism. But it is definitely in post-production. Something that I did pick up though is it's kaleidoscope, and I'm pretty sure she mentions that in her song "I Knew You Were Trouble," right? I believe. And I think that's her talking about past relationships, something like that. So past relationships, maybe different parts of her life, memories, kind of stuff like that. And something I've also noticed right here is that she is talking about, or like is in different outfits too, which could also be relative to different parts of her life, or different personalities maybe that she's had to put on, or show. She's a showgirl. I love that song. So I do know that she talks about kaleidoscope and being memories and all that kind of stuff and all that. So I think that might be what she's getting across here.
Fate of Ophelia.
Ooh, match cut.
The daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy. But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never call for me,
Wow.
I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown of fire, pulling me into the fire. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all.
Holy crap, these set pieces are so cool. So when it comes to match cuts, she obviously, this isn't the best one in the world, but it's still very close. You know, she's doing the movement of her arm as if she's playing the chimes. Usually you try to get it as close as possible to make it look seamless. With this one, very difficult to pull off because we're in a completely red and gold environment. And now we're going into like a blue and white environment, you know? So it's almost complete polar opposites, you know? This set piece, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Look at the details. Look at all of that, the strings and that. This is all real. The attention to detail in this is beyond any other set piece musical kind of thing that I think I've ever seen. But I don't go to a lot of plays, which I feel like I should. I respect plays. So we have this inner tube again, which might be a callback to the ones that were falling over earlier that I did mention. But they look like they're a little bit of a different color. But speaking of color, though, there's a really cool thing in cinema called the 70-30 rule. Usually you want to have 70% of a shot be relative to a color. So obviously in this one, blue, it's shouting blue, right? 30% of the rest of the shot would be kind of correlating to that other secondary color, in this case, white, right? And then I know this doesn't equal 100, but usually there's also another 10% somewhere in the shot that is either a third color or a highlight color, something that they want to draw attention to. If you look at 10% of this shot, what do we have? We have red lipstick. There's got to be red, people. Come on.
Just honing your powers, now I can see it all. They wanna get me out of my grave and save my heart from the fate.
This is a huge set piece.
Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, 'cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia is
Oh, yeah.
locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me.
Oh man, that's really cool. This is absolutely talking about Travis Kelce, right? I mean, this is their relationship has been so strong and so unique compared to other past relationships that she's had. I'm sure that, you know, she's explaining how he's impacted her life, and that's a cool thing, you know. But she's also still respecting herself and all the things that she's gone through and what's built her up to who she is, you know. Obviously, I'm going to nerd a little bit out about the spotlights and the director and all that kind of stuff. I always love how she incorporates people that are on set, or, you know, they could be actors or whatnot, but she always gives that respect to the people that do her music videos as well. And then obviously she uses that to show all the people and the set and the crew and all that kind of stuff to do another transition. I don't know who Kitty Finley is. Comment below if you know Kitty Finley, or if you are Kitty Finley, comment below as well. I would love to pick your brain if you were a person, or if that's her cat's name. I don't know.
No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. They wonder you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, lay the sea.
100.
Sky, pledge allegiance to your hand. Your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been.
It is Travis Kelce. I called it. There's a football. All right. Going back because number one, I have to because of copyright. And number two, because there's a lot to talk about. So obviously, Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs, their colors just happen to be red. But yeah, they also have that accent color of that like yellowish kind of color. And I like how she incorporates that into a couple different shots here. But this one in particular, we see a lot of it throughout like the little wavy things. Gosh, I'm so unknowledgeable about showgirl stuff. They kind of mixed it with a match cut as well as one of those, wall transitions, if you want to call it that, where they use a solid object and they use it to their advantage to actually make it, and they mask each side of it to go into a new shot, right? So they do that as well as a match cut, if you will, because her arm is up right here and then her arm is up in the next shot. They want to utilize as many transition pieces as possible to make this fluid, because their idea is she's going to be wearing a different color. She's going to have different hair. She's going to have a different set piece in general. So that's why they did that.
On the land, lay the sea. The sky, pledge allegiance to your hand. Your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now your mind, it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. You saved
I saw
my
that
heart
bird.
from the fate of Ophelia.
Wait, how'd she do that? Hold on. Did she run into the... No, she couldn't.
Fate of Ophelia. You saved my...
That transition was flawless. Holy crap. It's interesting because she's in a shallow bathtub, which means, it's pretty hard to drown in that shallow amount of water, right? So she's making it a point to where she is saved by that. And, she's able to relax rather than struggle to stay alive, Again, with that 70-30 rule, 70% of the shot, what do we have? Green. The other 30% of the shot is her skin tone. And then that 10% with that highlight color is either going to be her lips or what she's wearing. And this almost, I kind of feel like this is almost a shout out to, Look What You Made Me Do, right? Anything? Did I miss anything? No. Okay, written and directed by Taylor Swift. Not surprised. So everyone, that was my reaction to Taylor Swift, The Fate of Ophelia. Lyrics were great. I kind of already touched on all this, but the lyrics were great. The set pieces were amazing. The all the showgirl stuff, all the cast and the crew and just everything about this, the choreography, everything down to the minute detail was perfect. Hold on, except for that one. No, I'm not going to bring it up. If you're doing what I'm doing, you're going to see it. If you're not and you're just watching the thing and actually enjoying it, then you're not going to pick up on that. So it's not a big deal. If I missed anything, please comment below. I love to hear from you guys and to hear what I missed. If there's any connections to other music videos or anything, don't spoil it if I haven't reacted to it yet. Try not to, but I still love to hear what you guys see and what I can learn from you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, bye.